Hello there, and welcome to your Renewed Faith Devotions as we reflect on the great influences of the faith. Yesterday we met Nehemiah with a tender heart, weeping, fasting, and praying for 4 long months over the ruins of Jerusalem. And today the story moves from the quiet place of prayer into the dangerous presence of the king. So from Nehemiah chapter 2 and verse 1, I read, "And it came to pass in the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of King Artaxerxes, when wine was before him, that I took the wine and gave it to the king. Now I had never been sad in his presence before. Therefore the king said to me, 'Why is your face sad? Since you are not sick, this is nothing but sorrow of heart.' So I became dreadfully afraid, and said to the king, 'May the king live forever. Why should my face not be sad, when the city, the place of my father's tombs, lies waste, and its gates are burned with fire?' Then the king said to me, 'What do you request?' So I prayed to the God of heaven. And I said to the king, 'If it pleases the king, and if your servant has found favor in your sight, I ask that you send me to Judah, to the city of my father's tombs, that I may rebuild it.' Then the king said to me, the queen also sitting beside him, 'How long will your journey be, and when will you return?' So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. Furthermore, I said to the king, 'If it pleases the king, let letters be given to me for the governors of the region beyond the river, that they must permit me to pass through until I come to Judah, and a letter to Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, that he must give me timber to make beams for the gates of the citadel, which pertains to the temple, for the city wall, and for the house that I will occupy.' And the king granted them to me according to the good hand of God upon me. Then I went to the governors in the region beyond the river, and gave them the king's letters. Now the king had sent captains of the army and horsemen with me. When Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the Ammonite official heard of it, they were deeply disturbed that a man had come to seek the well-being of the children of Israel." This was a fearless request. If you're not aware, in the ancient Persian court, a cupbearer was expected to be cheerful at all times. To appear sad in the king's presence could be taken as disloyalty or even a threat. So when Artaxerxes notices Nehemiah's face and asks, "Why is your face sad? This is nothing but sorrow of heart," Nehemiah's heart must have skipped a beat. The text is honest. "So I became dreadfully afraid." Did you notice? Fear did not silence him. He tells the truth. "Why should my face not be sad, when the city, the place of my father's tombs, lies waste, and its gates are burned with fire?" Then the king opens the door of opportunity. "What do you request?" Right there, in the middle of a high-stakes conversation, Nehemiah does something remarkable. The text says, "So I prayed to the God of heaven." A silent, split-second prayer, and then he speaks. He asks for permission to leave his comfortable post, travel hundreds of miles, and rebuild the ruined walls of Jerusalem. He also asks for letters of authority, and he asks for timber from the king's own forest. And the king grants it all according to the good hand of my God upon me, he writes. Did you notice the beautiful sequence that we saw yesterday and we see again today? Long sessions of private prayer prepare a man for courageous public action. The tender heart that wept for 4 months now becomes the fearless voice that makes a bold request. Friends, Nehemiah had every reason to stay silent and stay safe. He lived in luxury in the citadel of Susa. Yet the broken walls of Jerusalem weighed more heavily on him than his own comfort. Sad truth is that in many places, the walls of God's church still need rebuilding. Yes, walls of integrity, of unity, of faithful teaching, of compassionate care, of joyful witness. The question Nehemiah's story presses upon us this morning is simple and searching. Does the brokenness of God's people cause you real sorrow and pain? Or have business and pleasure so filled your days that Zion's welfare means almost nothing to you? May the Lord give us the same combination that we see in Nehemiah, a heart that still feels the pain of the ruins, and a courage that, after quiet prayer, is willing to make a fearless request and step out to rebuild. God bless.